Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a relatively short video on time management and training. We're going to be going over what you should be prioritizing your time on and how to organize your workout routines and your peak moments throughout the day to work out, when not to work out, and how I would recommend organizing your day in general to fit in with a healthy lifestyle that you can keep track of. So let's get into that. All right, guys. So when we're looking at our day, some takeaways that I feel some major mistakes that a lot of people make at the beginning of the day, starting it off with coffee first thing when they wake up. Our body typically has cortisol peaks, which enhance our overall focus and performance the first 60 minutes of the day. So the first 60 minutes of the day, you're already 50% more focused than you'll be the rest of the day. So really what happens is that it results in increased jitters during the morning and a decreased long-term focus, since you're not really getting anything out of coffee, since the main effect of the coffee is being it doesn't really do much. You already have a lot of cortisol and it's just wasted coffee. It's like you're drinking coffee, it's not gonna help you that much. The majority of the effect is during that hour period, and cortisol kind of counteracts that effect. Typically, what I'd recommend when we're talking about what to do in the morning, I'd recommend to start off your morning with work, any sort of work that isn't necessarily fitness. But maybe you could do some cardio, light cardio, like if you have a walking treadmill, or if you have a little bike that you could use that you have at home that you can move on. That'll help with throughout the day, so you can throughout the week, so you have less cardio to do, since we want to be aiming for about 150 minutes a week. I always recommend to have, remember, one rest day in the week. Later, after the morning, we get about midday ish. I recommend you guys eat as much food before as possible, before like the last 5 hours before you go to sleep. But I recommend you already have ate all your food for the day, so your body has time to calm down, relax, since if you eat a whole bunch right before you go to sleep, it can actually lead to not the most satisfactory sleep out there. It actually will decrease the quality of your sleep. You might feel like you'll go into one of those food comas, and that's not really the most beneficial thing you could do out there. So on top of that, around that time, I recommend most people, since most people have jobs, I recommend to try to aim to put in the workout a little bit later in the day, and try to hit your cardio and your stretching and flexibility throughout the middle parts of the day. That's what I try to do, because throughout the mid parts of the day, I'm generally working, and the only thing I can do in general when I'm working is maybe take a quick stretch break or walk on my treadmill, because I have a little walking treadmill, get my cardio in. So that's what I would recommend for most people to do. I'd recommend, especially if you want to go for the most amount of results possible, you want to hit stretching and cardio. And I try to do stretching, cardio, and a 6 days training. So I always try to hit as much stuff as possible. Really, you only need 4 days of solid training to get about 80% of the gains. There's this book out there about the 80-20 rule. 20% of the effort. If you guys saw one of my other videos that I did a while ago with this Australian guy, 20% of the effort will lead to 80% of the result. So focus on the key details of your workout and your plan. Don't try to overcomplicate things. So if you can't hit stretching one day, it's fine. Try to primarily focus in, especially if you're a beginner, on those first the 4-day workout routine. So 2 days, so rest, 2 days, rest, 2 days, rest. That's the whole week. You get upper body lower split, so you do upper body muscles one day, then you do lower body muscles the other day, and you'd alternate like that, and you get the majority of the gains just by doing that. And if you're hitting cardio, it shouldn't be too hard. If you're doing like a walk treadmill, let's say you take a bike to work, if your work isn't that far, you do it in the morning. If you're not somewhere like Florida, because I live in Florida and it's super duper hot, so you'd arrive work all sweaty. It's not like that, and you're not taking a job that's super duper formal. There's no need to drive, just bike there. Yeah, no, most people aren't going to do that. So I'd primarily actually recommend, just when you get the opportunity, try to get walking up the stairs instead of going up the elevator. Walking, as much walking as you can get. Walking is very important. A lot of people don't realize this, but we really should be trying to aim for about 10,000 steps a day. Most of us don't get anywhere near that much. So walking is amazing, and it'll let you burn off way more calories throughout the day in the long term than just sitting all day, because a lot of us are stationary, and that leads to a lot more calories that we get to eat if we walk and we burn off these calories. So I recommend we do that. Protein. I try to eat all my food within the first 6 hours of being awake, so I organize it, since you get like spikes of protein muscle synthesis, and where the proteins and the amino acids from the proteins go into the muscles, and you get a steady flow of amino acids. So it lasts the flow about 3 hours, more or less. So if I eat right when I wake up, I get 3 hours of steady flow of high amounts of amino acids. Then I wait again 3 hours, another steady flow, and then I eat again 3 hours, another steady flow, and that fills up my muscles with amino acids. Then when I go to sleep later in the day, they're all pumped up with amino acids, and they grow back stronger, bigger, thicker, better. And the last thing I'd say really is make sure you get a good quality sleep. Good quality sleep is extremely important. A lot of people miss out on good quality sleep. 7 to 9 hours. I've missed out on good quality sleep a lot, and that's really hindered my progress. And if I were just to get a little bit more sleep, I feel like I would have way more gains than what I have right now. So I'd say that's one of the primary focal points that you really want to focus on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. This is I didn't want to do reaction videos, so I've already done a lot of reaction videos of late, and I haven't been getting that many views lately, so I'll do this instead. Please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.